Billy Jim, my moderator, played Guilds of Gods for a few days, but the game is so addicting, it caused my moderator to waste too much of his time. So that is a testament to this game. But the day has come where he must quit if he ever wants to progress in his real life. He has decided to donate all of his stuff to me, except he says good luck because he knows that this is just going to feed my addiction. Thank you, Billy Jim. Hello, Apalapa.
Hello.
One thing that I wanted to do at the very beginning of this interview is quickly buy another money bag. And in doing so, make the announcement that any donations that the stream receives during the interview goes straight to Guilds of Gods.
Well, thank you for the support.
Absolutely. How do I combine these money bags? I just figured it out. Awesome. Appa, can I hear your diary entry?
Of course. Dear Diary, I have had a very busy week. Between working my full-time job as a game developer and bug fixing everything I can get my hands on, there's been very little time to plan content. So I do it on my trip back and forth from work, in the shower, and before I go to sleep. My sleep has been great though. I don't really waste it, since I only get 6 to 7 hours lately. Today has been a great day for relaxation though. Usually I don't really get around to going out to do things much, but today I walked to the store, grabbed some breakfast food, cooked, and went for a skateboard around town. I live in the city, so I get to check out the town that way. It's quite nice. But now that I'm home, I'm back to work on golems and working on some world delays with timers. Other than that, mainly brainstorming new ideas or improvements to current ideas I have now. So a lot of things will be, you'll see advancements in skills that exist already, some other skills that I've talked about briefly but haven't been released yet. So there's quite a few things that's been on my mind this week.
Thank you for your diary entry. Man, tell me about skateboarding. You got like a longboard or what?
I'm actually a old classic skateboarder.
So you're heading over to the skate park and you're doing like flips and spins and whatnot.
A little bit.
Take it away, Appa, with what have you been working on?
I've really been trying to focus on bug fixes. They will be like fundamental changes and updates to how the engine works and how things are processed behind the scenes. So there's not too much info I can give you there that's interesting. Everything to do with the entire game is based on timers of tick delays. Attacking to eating food, walking, everything is on a timer. What I've been working on is fixing the old spam clicking. I believe it has no limit. So I think you can trigger like 100 clicks a second if you really could click that fast. So I've been working on limiting that. We've got friends lists they're still...
Sorry, I'm super excited whenever I hear friends list.
And then the last update, ballistas.
I thought of some suggestions over the past week as I was playing, and I just want to hear your initial reactions to it. And I realize now that I didn't actually tell you exactly what they were, but you ready for this?
Oh yeah, shoot.
Number 1 on the list, just a couple of quality of life updates or suggestions. Sometimes I'll click on the ground and then I won't move and I'll realize, oh, it's because I have an item selected. Maybe a good thing would be if you select the ground when you have an item selected, it just deselects.
That's a very quick and easy fix. I'm typing that down right now. I'll get that fixed.
Thank you. That's a good positive first reaction. Next thing on my list is bankers. Make it so that bankers have priority over players.
Oh, like stand over other players? I can take a look at that. That's actually, I think, slightly, that's how it's designed in the code. It's a little different. I'll see what I can do.
Cool. Okay, so those were my quality of life suggestions. I think that Nox tried to talk to you about this and this next thing, and I told him to stop talking about it so that I could talk to you about it right now.
Okay.
This is a discussion of the high scores list. Here is the high scores list. You won't be able to see the entire thing on the screen, but you'll see everyone's names. Oh, Sandwich made it into number 2.
If you go to Guilds of Gods /leaderboard, there's a nicer version.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I need to update the one you're viewing.
Leaderboards. Whoa. Okay, I have never looked at this. This is very, very nice. Here's the thing that I wanted to bring up about high scores. Talk to me about your philosophy, because you made a choice when you made these high scores. The choice you made was you're going to do something different from what RuneScape does. RuneScape ranks people in order of their total level. You order people in terms of their total experience. And it makes sense because the more you play, the more experience you get. It kind of makes sense. Like, the person who grinded the most gets to the top of the high scores.
Right.
I think that, and I rolled this around in my mind, and I thought, why does RuneScape, even though that's the case, make it so that the total level is the thing that determines the high score placing? And what I thought was, when you make that what determines your rank, it encourages a more spread out, balanced character. And when you have a more spread out, balanced character, you have access to most or more of the content in the game. And the devs want people to experience more of the game. So if I was extremely focused on climbing the ranks, I would do nothing but make clay pots, because that's the best experience that I know right now.
So I do understand what you're saying, where when you rank it by XP, it becomes just best XP per hour. And if you take a look at total level, I do agree that it should be stated by total level. I had it by XP at first because it was the simplest at the time, because I thought about end levels, and I realized that if I, at least for now, this was rather overlooked at the time, I guess. But I was thinking of the end goal of, if two players reached max total levels, even if you were first to the top, you would be stuck at the top, even if second place had 1 million more experience or 1 billion more or whatever, had more experience. So at the time, I did design it that way, but I do agree with you that certain skills, which take longer to get experience in, gives you a higher, I can't remember what RuneScape calls it for like XP to hourly ratio.
EHP.
Right, yes, okay. So those numbers are the missing factor between each skill and the level that it corresponds to in the high scores, to be able to give you that ability to grind a specific skill and feel like you're not wasting your time on it.
Yeah.
So I fully agree with you.
So now we're in the situation of, there's quite a few players who are like Lan here. He's like, oh man, I'm number 9 and I've been grinding forever. But he would get beaten by Red, who has 2,500. Red would be looking pretty good, actually. It would be a dramatic shift.
But I do think it's more balanced for what it is. When I did do high scores, it was kind of like okay, people are competing, I need one out today. Yeah, it will get in. It will, like, high scores table kind of needs an overhaul.
That's gonna be quite the day. There's gonna be some broken hearts and some lifted hearts.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll probably drop down on the high scores a bit too.
Oh, so let me go on to the last suggestion here. I call this the camp expansion. How about when someone makes a camp, they, on their screen, can see just like a tiny flare of some kind on it, so that they know which one is theirs.
Yeah, like change the art style or something, or just make it.
Put like a yellow ribbon on it or something that indicates that it's theirs.
I agree, that's something that should be there. It would be easy enough to add, so I think it should be. It probably won't be a high priority.
I agree. Once you have like 50 people running around, it might get to be a high priority. I am envisioning a day when there are just camps all over the place because of just the density of the crowds. And it'll like be worth it to walk far away to get a good spot for skilling. I crave that.
Oh, me too.
So cool.
Second camp suggestion is the ability to upgrade a camp. If I place a camp down, it'd be cool if I could like throw another pick into it, maybe with a couple more logs, but it doesn't double how long the camp lasts. It it like gives another 50%.
I see.
And so there's diminishing returns for the same amount of value you put in.
Right, but you could increase the time that you can AFK at once.
And then you could throw a third pick in for even less time rewarded.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And the other idea was that like there was just a little bit of art to indicate that like this is like a really sick looking camp where it'll look different, and it'll look different for everyone. Initial reaction for that.
I think that would be a good way to design it in a way where you would want to burn through more picks, because you could build camps that would be more beneficial because you want to pull out the AFK hours. Like you want to be able to AFK it for 4 times as long or whatever, so you'll burn more pickaxes, which I think is a great option and a great way to burn more items in the economy. Okay.
We have made it to the viewer questions segment. Question number 1. Why is drawstring rate false advertising? I agree, Appa. Why? I was expecting to make a drawstring with 150 flax using the lowest percent of the calculator. You're supposed to spend 3 flax, and what it says on there is that there's a 2 to 5% chance that you will successfully create a drawstring. Now, if you work out the math, 2% chance would come to making 50 attempts, which costs 3 flax each, 150 flax on the low end of the scale should produce a drawstring. That's not what my experience was crafting about 2,500 flax. So, why is the D-string rate false advertising?
Because I just checked the numbers right now, and it looks like it's, instead of it being a reduction of once per level, it's 0.05. So that means your best rate you'll ever get, or no, wait, sorry, excuse me. It's fully valid. No, it is actually. It's
Wait,
right.
So what did you think was wrong when you first looked at it?
I was just doing the math wrong a little bit. At first, I realized I was thinking it was a different multiplier, but
okay. No,
it's correct.
My jaw was dropping because I thought that we were literally going to find that it was a lie.
No, I'm seeing it now, and yes, it's a 1 in 99. Oh, yeah, okay, so it's a 1 in 99 chance at level 20, and it's a 1 in 95 chance at level 100.
So it's a 1 to 5%.
Yes. So it's no, sorry, at level 1 to 99. Yeah, it's like a 1.01%. So okay. Yes, I did do the math wrong.
It's false advertising. No.
Thank you for bringing up the question though.
Oh wait, did you say 1 in 95?
It is a little off. Let me
Yeah, that's not 5%.
Yeah, no, the best rate you'll ever get, I believe, is 1 in 95. So I'm sorry to do this to you.
So that's just so the best rate that you'll ever get is 1.05% chance.
Yeah, 1 in 95.
So whoops. It is false advertising. We figured it out. Yep. It's not 2 to 5%. It's like 1% to 1.05%.
Yep.
Oh no! Drawstrings are gonna crash because you're gonna fix this.
Yep.
Let me sell my drawstrings before you fix this.
Yeah, I've been building them. I've been making them today. I just bought 5,000 flax from a player.
Oh no. Next question. Do you have any new skills planned for the game?
Yeah, so I do have a few skills that are not finalized yet, so they don't have release dates yet. But 2 of them is the merchanting skill and exploration.
The last question that we got from viewers is, are you planning on allowing filtering for the leaderboards by like best single adventurer or other stuff like that?
Yes, I would love to add the option to sort by top adventurer, top player, and then or god, I guess.
Oh, based on your last sentence, I think I just made a realization. Are each of our characters considered a god?
Technically, the player is considered a god. And you are the
Yeah.
ruler of your team of 5 players.
So I'm the god, and I'm controlling humans. Oh, it's making so much sense. That is so cool. Everyone, if you're interested in learning more about Guilds of Gods, check out the subreddit, subscribe there, get some more information, join the Discord, and please follow Apalapa's slightly neglected Twitter account for Guilds of Gods. It won't be slightly neglected. It's neglected at this point, but it's going to be full of content very soon. Apalapa is such a passionate guy. He just can't stop talking about his updates. And I told him, you know what? You got to tweet about this stuff instead of just talking about it. So you're going to hear the latest gossip on his Twitter. Go follow the Guilds of Gods Twitter.
And if you're enjoying the interview and you want to support Guilds of Gods, go follow We Skill Now on Twitter and Twitch. And if you're following this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
Thank you so much. Here is the thing that I am the most excited about. We are now going to hear a cryptic hint on what the next big content update is going to be. So, Appa, give us a clue. What's the next content update going to be?
The cryptic clue is spells and cloth.
Spells and cloth. I think I get it already.
Yeah?
The sailing skill has been confirmed, everybody. We did it.